do you have anything else for somebody that's starting to work with us that's doing mortgage specifically that you feel like they should know? Pros, cons. I mean, the floor is really yours. Like working with
Yeah.
us, things to be on the lookout for. Whatever you want to leave. Like if you're talking to you when you first started, or even you that's just like a new agent, what would you give them in regards to us that can help
So
them?
you guys specifically, communication with you guys goes a long way. Because when a lot of people look at exclusive vendors, they don't have a team that you work with. And I know I already talked about this probably like 10 minutes ago on the beginning of the call, but that helps out tremendously. Just shooting either Faith or you or Jay a text message or whoever, and just be like, hey, can we look at a couple different stays? Can we look at maybe, doing something here or there? And that goes a long way. And that helps out what type of lead quality you're actually going to get. Um, but honestly, the leads, they're pretty solid. They're pretty easy to work. Stay consistent. Definitely, even though you got those older leads, dial through them again. Or if you have new agents, pass them along to your new agents. Let them practice a little bit, get some sales underneath them as well. But honestly, there's really not much to say. It's very simple. You guys are easy to work with. Shit, that's why I've been staying with y'all for like the longest, and I haven't bought a single lead except y'all's leads for the last, I think like 5 months, maybe even six.
Yeah.
No,
Well, man, we appreciate you, brother. Like I said,
yeah,
it's been a long
absolutely.
time. I've been meaning to ask you to get on here because
Yeah,
agents coming through, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get him on here because we got literally a whole new wave of people. And I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, I got to figure out, give them something to chew on because they hate hearing me say the same thing over and over. They're like, dude, it's your business. I'm like, yes, but don't hear
yeah,
it from me. Like this dude's been working with us for a long time. Trust me.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we don't hear from you a lot. Like you just stay low key. We just see a bunch of green on your sheet, and you just like, hey man, make sure you charge my car. You stay out the way. So I'm like,
Yeah, no, usually that's how it is. I don't really, I mean, I don't even do stuff like this. I mean, I'll be honest with you, this shit makes me nervous sometimes just talking. But nah, I mean, once the biggest thing is when you're doing mortgage protection, if you're coming from final expense to mortgage protection, it is a little bit more complicated, but don't let that scare you. Like, and this is for every new agent out there, just learn how to ask individual questions at the beginning. I mean, if you've got like, veteran leads or new people that are coming in, they gotta have some type of mortgage protection script, or, somebody on their team is running mortgage protection. But the biggest thing is you definitely want to ask those hard questions at the very beginning and kind of start painting that picture throughout the need analysis, and then before you start pitching numbers, and then afterwards you can use that as ammo against them whenever they're kind of, I know it sounds bad, but when they try to rebut you and say, I don't just don't think I need this, Jeff, or let me talk to my wife, or et cetera, et cetera. You can bring that back into play and be like, hey, look, you literally just told me you have no life insurance. So you just told me, you've been looking for 2 months or 3 months and you're having a hard time. And it kind of paints that picture where they need to put a little bit more urgency in, just submitting an application, and then maybe even telling them, hey, no payment trade, no payments are due today. We're just really trying to see if we can get you approved. If we can get you that approval, they're going to mail you out a hard copy of that policy so that me and you can sit down, whenever you get that hard copy, and I'll email you a copy personally so we can review that before any payments are due. If we need to make any changes, if you just don't understand the coverage, we'll go over the living benefits, et cetera, et cetera. And that kind of puts them at ease a little bit to submit over an application. And then at that point, you're just kind of cutting it up with them, building up more rapport, and then social and banking is pretty easy. So,
right.